At least a week. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Bye. Good morning. Welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Tuesday, the 8th of February. Although feels a lot more like April. I know many of you are celebrating the warmth. I wish I could do the same, but I find the winter heat somewhat depressing.
I need an accessory tray.
There was one on like the back of the table for sure. There should be two of them over there.
Why would there be two? We only have one machine out.
There's one in the very back room too if you need one.
What's the back room?
Like where the used machines are. There may be one on the counter too. I don't know. So Jeannie is scrambling to get Donna's class. They are putting everything together. So I know many of you have been anxiously awaiting the start of that. That is this morning at 10. So I'm sure Jeannie will be joining me here shortly. We do need more snow, Gail. Yeah, it's supposed to be 62 degrees here right now, Melinda. I got up yesterday and the weather headline that popped up on my little curated news feed was that we were expecting record-setting temperatures for February. So we left our wettest December in history into our driest January in history, and this will very likely be
go find it. I have no idea
our. Did you look in all the drawers?
Yes, I look in every single drawer, Patrick.
Our driest February in history. Here, you take over here then.
I will take over. Good morning. So Donna's doing her first Paradise class, and I can't find the accessory tray for the machine, and she needs that because it's going to be sewing. And if you're in that class, you should be getting ready, getting excited. There's going to be 3 sessions, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. And if you get a chance to take a class with her later on, you should. So let's talk a little bit about, I don't know what Patrick was talking about with you, because I was scrambling. How did 9:30 happen so fast? But I wanted to show you something. You know, we did the luckiest sew along. I tried really hard to have that pillow done for today, but it takes a long time to quilt sashing and border pieces in the hoop. I don't know if anyone else is doing it, but it just takes a lot of time to do that, especially when you do it wrong one of the times. And then, but I'll show you what I have. And then I said to myself, I'm just going to use the backing that came in the kit. I'm not going to piece my backing. And I couldn't help myself. I was like, I have all these pieces. I'm going to use them all up. And so that was taking me so much time because I like to take every little piece and put it together and use it up. I just can't stand all those leftover pieces, and I can't stand getting rid of them. And they seem to sit in my, I have a big bag of pieces.
Right next to the machine.
In the back?
There. This is my life.
Can you hand me that, please?
I need a sip to taste.
You know what happens? I panic. I start to panic.
Then she's like, it doesn't exist. And I'm like, it's right there. Did you lock the front door?
Nope. All right. So, but here is
that's hot.
Here is the. Oh my God, it's so cute. And then I'm gonna finish the back tomorrow. But look how cute it is. Isn't it cute? Look at the how cute is the sashing and the little rainbows and the pots of gold.
All I can think of is
Look how cute! It's big.
is Austin Powers when he's got the Irish gangster and he's like, they're after me Lucky Charms. Everybody cracks up.
Yeah, that's funny. It's so cute. I loved making this, and somebody was saying, was it somebody that was on the feed? Was it Terry? They were saying how they like these pillows because they find them to be really manageable, and you can really sit down and get them done. It's not so much smaller than a bench pillow. When I was putting on all the sashing pieces and the flange piece, I was like, this is big. So it is. It's 22. Is it 22 and a half by 22 and a half or 22 by 22? But you stitch. You stitch in the ditch, and that makes it so there's that flange, and so your pillow form's only 18 inches by 18 inches, but it is super cute. And look at the pot of gold and the lucky us, and then the little hat with the dimensional flower. This was a fun project. All the embroidery is filmed except the sashing. I did some of the sashing, but it was imperfect. It was really imperfect. So I'll see what I can edit.
It?
No, I'm not redoing it because it took a long time to do that.
So you're saying this is imperfect?
The process that was filmed was somewhat imperfect.
I think the ladies appreciate that.
This is her.
Because that is hers.
Okay, make sure she gets that.
I think that the ladies appreciate that.
The ladies know how imperfect I am.
Because you experience. That was the thing that I kind of learned when I first edited what was our first pre-recorded video? Was it Boulevard?
Did you learn how
So what was crazy about that whole process was because she filmed and refilmed, and then we were editing, and the editing process of that was quite intense. But
sometimes when you get nervous, you just can't see something right in front of your eyes too.
Like an accessory tray?
Yeah, like an accessory tray. I didn't look back there. Or a set of keys. I didn't look back there.
Or
I've never
phone.
not. You know what? There's plenty of things you don't see right in front of your eyes,
glasses.
Patrick.
Or
there's lots you don't
your
see
husband.
right in front of you. I see you. I see you.
But what I learned when I watched that whole process,
I make a lot of mistakes.
No, it was different than that. This is actually the biggest thing for me in watching your process through that is you're very good at what you do. And I know I know how good you are at what you do. And so the mistakes that you make in your process, I'm sure, incredibly commonplace.
No.
And so,
probably not.
No, I'm sure they are.
Cheryl was like, you're sewing that upside down yesterday in the sew-along. I had one piece right side up and one piece upside down.
Well, but
she saved me.
But the reality is, you're going to make mistakes, and so when we all make mistakes. When we were beginning to market that pillow, that was the thing that really stuck out to me was, oh my God, how much time, given that you did so much of that 2, 3, 4 times.
That is not true. I do not do
how
things.
Many?
Usually twice.
So,
usually, I'd say I do almost everything perfectly. I 90-95%, and then there's something there. Maybe I put my fabric on backwards.
But that's kind of my point, though, is
I'm not doing it 3 or 4 times.
The value of those videos, the value of the sew-alongs, the value of that stuff is you make the mistakes for the ladies. And
but
oftentimes
the thing I don't want to do,
your advice, your kind of what you talk about in the video, in that first Boulevard quilt pillow, you really had a lot of really valuable advice because you were like, so I did it this way and that didn't work, and now I'm going to do it this way and it's going to work. And I just,
Everyone makes mistakes. Thank you, Gail. Everyone makes mistakes. I just don't want to lead you down a
Hit
journey
reject,
of
please.
mistakes. That's what I don't want to do. So the sew-along, and with the sew-alongs, I'm doing that project for the first time with you. And I've just told the ladies, hey, we're stitching together. This is just, if you catch me doing something, let me know.
Gail Carson sewed her gingerbread boy right side up when he should have been upside down.
Yeah. It just happens, right? So let's talk about number one. I'm gonna have to run over there and help Donna in just a little bit. I'm just watching the clock.
So we need to.
I want to talk about classes that are going to be coming up, so you can get signed up for
While
stuff.
she's trying to get that up and running, we remain a week out on service. We may be moving a little faster than that or a little slower than that. It was, anybody who's been in knows how busy it's been, but the guys have been doing a great job.
I think it's our new
keeping us
normal.
up. So the other thing that I would point out is we do have Dax taking some time off for his anniversary a little later in the month. And so
Dax, it's his 1 year anniversary. Congratulations, Daxy Poo.
I was thinking about it's been 7 years, and that 7 years feels like
It's been
2
7 years.
7 years. It'll be
It's
7
been
years.
7 years since we partnered with Peter, and then it's been 5 years
It's going on 5 years. It'll be
since
5
we
years this year.
since we became the sole proprietor,
Yes.
where we weren't partnering. But we've had Dax has been with us. I mean,
Since the year
Dax,
before, he's been here 8 years.
Yeah, Dax and I started at the same time, so I've been here 8 years too.
And so, the guys have been doing an amazing job in kind of keeping us up and keeping things going. And I mean, Max showed up literally the morning Max called us. I had said something to Jeannie God, it would just be so great if we had Max for a little while or something like that. And then he called. I was like, Max!
No, that means we just have to put the energy out there, and then it will come to us. It's suggestive thinking, right?
So
Violet was doing that with Momo last night because it's just been the past 2 nights he's been getting on the bed and he takes his treat.
He tries to bury it.
He puts it on the bed and then he tries to push the comforter on top of it with his nose.
And then as soon as you can't see it anymore, he sits there for a second. And then he goes and looks and makes sure it's still there.
So
it's really
cute.
funny.
And so Violet was trying to get him to do it because we were telling her. And so she was like, you want to dig now. You want to bury it out. And she'd do it with her nose. It was just really cute. Anyways.
So anyways,
you were talking about the boys.
The guys have been doing a great job. They've been here for a long
amazing.
time. I will also
and we're
say
watching
this.
them grow up.
We've had, we're watching them grow up and get married and start families and buy houses. And
soon there'll be an A1 nursery. We'll have an A1 daycare in the back. The filming room, we'll have to beat that
Could
out.
you imagine the ambiance that a crying baby would add to this madness? So we'll
be like, excuse me, Gail, can you hold this baby while I cut some fabric?
So the other thing that I would mention is how many times in the last couple weeks I've had a customer show up with a machine that they were told could not be fixed, or were told that would be $500 or $18,000, and then we fix it for a couple $100. And I watched Alex on I mean, all the guys are great, but I watched Alex on Sunday take a machine it's a treadle machine, but it's got to be well over 100 years old. And 2 hours later, this thing is, I mean,
he was the boss.
Yeah, it was an impressive thing to watch. So, the guys really know what they're doing, and we really fix stuff.
You've got options here in Reno. We know that.
Not really.
But
No, you don't.
we're throwing
It's
some.
us.
So, but just consider, the boys are very experienced and they do a great job. And anyhow, let's talk about classes because I am going to scoot in just a minute, but I will be back. It's Tuesday. I have a lot to talk about. So Paradise is going to be happening. There's also, Paradise is happening today, tomorrow, and Thursday.
Different time on Thursday. It is 10 to noon today and tomorrow, and then 1 to 3 on Thursday.
And we'll send you a reminder. I'll send you a reminder about that. We are having the Dime Patch Attach event. That is going to be happening on Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:30. There is a link on the website that you can sign up for that, and it's actually directly through Dime. And they're going to be going over with you, making patches, what to use for your patches, and they have the best product there for that we can get our hands on at this point. So make sure you sign up for that. They usually do some kind of special as well for people that attend that, so that might make it worth your while. Do you have any
idea, like, what kind of attendance there is? Like, have you been looking at that?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Ashley
then Friday,
Lionheart.
Friday afternoon, or actually it's also Friday morning, Ashley Lionheart, who is a long arm educator from Baby Lock, is going to be doing a Pro Stitcher event. So if you just want to learn some more skills, if you want to learn how to do a project that you're going to actually have the step-by-step, because sometimes, like I was telling you last time, I'll go to these events and they go so fast and you don't even know what they did. So for me, it's worth it just for the PDF printout that she's going to be giving you afterwards. And if you cannot make the event, the video will be available for 30 days. So you'll be able to watch it. I know some people aren't going to be there for the live event. And I also talked to her, and she said yes, about a Q&A. So afterwards, I think we're going to plan an hour, and I'm going to send out something to the ladies, because we just talked about it over the weekend, where if there's something that's been stumping you, if there's something you need help with, she's going to do a Q&A, so you can put together a question or two.
For up to an hour. Wow, that's
For
awesome.
up to an hour afterwards. So I'll send out information about that. Table Topper of the Month. Wait, that's not happening. That's next weekend. Sorry. Let's just scratch that. But the following week, there's a Baby Lock and Brother accessory class. And if you purchase your machine from us, it's free. If you didn't, there's a nominal fee. It is worth it. It is one of the best classes that we teach. And it teaches you all, not all, but most of the accessories that came with the machine. That's going to be on the 15th. So that's Tuesday afternoon. Just send me a note and I'll get you signed up for that. The So Happy Bag Projects. I'm going to be reaching out to people today. That's my top priority today, to get you your patterns, to figure out what you need for your kit, to get everything shipped to for my out-of-towners. That is going to be Wednesday morning. That's the 16th. The first of the projects is going to be the PhD project bag. Patterns are sold out. So I'm going to be sending you stuff, and then you'll get your hard copy as soon as they're back in. Of course, that's how the timing is with it. But that's going to happen next Wednesday. That is filled. She did add another session. So if you wanted to take that class, there's another session up. There is we have a Solaris Luminaire sewing class. So if you have a Solaris or Luminaire and you haven't taken your sewing class yet, that's a complimentary class. That's going to be on the 16th. I am not sure if it's Zoom or if it's in person. I think it's probably going to be Zoom. If you're from out of town and you got your machine and you never got classes, or if you're from out of town, hi Sage, come see me. If you're from out of town and you want to take an A1 vacuum and sewing class, you can do that. Just call us, and you'll have to pay for the class, but it's worth it. And then there is, I really want to talk to you about this. There is an upgrade class, and the upgrade class is going to be on the 17th. That is Solaris, Luminaire, and the Solaris and Luminaire, and that's the first one where we do the auto split quilt sashing, the couching, and the specialty stitches and all of that. I am going to get Donna signed up, and I will be right back.
The giveaway stuff, and I'll do the giveaway.
Yeah, you can do the giveaway. Here's this one, and here's this one. I can't believe I'm going to be making all these jelly roll projects. Come
which
get the
one's
jelly
which?
rolls.
Which one's which? Which one's
this
first?
This one is the gnome. It doesn't make a difference.
Well, but we've got to say it so that way.
It doesn't. You can just choose, Patrick.
Oh, meaning they can choose? Wow.
Just pick one and go, this is theirs.
Okay.
And this is theirs.
All right. So we do a giveaway on we have the giveaway on Friday. So every Friday we give away a product. For anybody who's new, that means we do a random comment picker on Tuesday. We normally ask a question. Sometimes we don't, either because we're too tired or sometimes we just can't think of a question. But with those giveaways, if you win the product and you're out of town, you still get the product. You just have to pay the shipping to get the product to you. Let's see here. Facebook, random comment picker. So the giveaway last week was either one of these Riley Blake, and they are basically the February or Valentine Daisy jelly rolls. And so I will show you who the winner is. So last week's question actually had to do with pre-cuts. What are your preferences for pre-cuts? And what are your preferences for pre-cuts, and in what order? So do you like jelly rolls, fat quarter bundles? What product do you prefer when it comes to pre-cuts? So long story short, the way this will work is one of these, and I'll make this go to whoever wins first and this go to whoever wins second. I think Jeannie said the first one was the Gnomes product. But the way this works is if the first comment, actually I'll make this one, the Gnomes product, go to the one who answers the question. So let's get our comments here. If it does answer, if it picks the A1 comment, and this has actually never happened in the time that we've been doing the giveaway, we go to the comments that were on YouTube. But let's see what we get here. First time winner, and it's Nuala Hunter, who basically started with the comment of saying that's normal. So Nuala, congratulations, you won this Riley Blake jelly roll. And what's funny is we've been like, we know Nuala has never won before. So I'm excited that Nuala won. Good job, Nuala. We'll reach out to you and let you know. And then this will go to somebody who answers the comment about who actually answers the question. So that was just another random comment. And let's see here. That's another random comment. Sometimes it takes a while for us to get to somebody who actually answers the question. There were 132 comments. So, decent number of comments to pick. So Pamela Foster says, I love jelly rolls and layer cakes. Fat quarters are okay. So Pam Foster will reach out to you as well. You won the Gnome Riley Blake February jelly roll, and Nuala Hunter won the non-gnome jelly roll. So congratulations, ladies. Yeah, I was excited for you. So let's see. Do you still use it? Let's see. Do you still use it the best? I remember Grandma talking about zigzag. Oh, somebody must have. Treadle. saving me all that money. You went out of your way to fix my machine. Oh, you're welcome, Ellen. Actually, that was one of the comments that I was making. It's becoming really common for us, and it's tough because I don't want to really throw shade at our competition, but one of the things, and I personally find it really frustrating, one of the things that we are seeing a lot, and I feel like the reason it's frustrating for me is I have a serious concern about the way it reflects upon our industry, is people come in and they talk to me about their problem. It sounds like a problem that I feel like we can fix. Like, we've seen everything. We service roughly 3,000 machines a year between vacuums and sewing machines. And then I listened to a story about how they were told that machine can't be fixed, or parts aren't available, or something like that. And I know that can be false. So a lot of times, it's worth taking a run at fixing it and bringing it here. And so, that is happening significantly more often. Like, I have Nuala Hunter one.
Oh my God, Nuala, you're channeling your inner
winner,
and it worked. I'm so excited for you.
This is what's funny is we're always like, is this the week for Nuala?
We've been waiting
so
for
if you've
Nuala
never
to
won
win
before, you gotta tell us that you've never won before, because we'll try to channel that energy too. So, but I will say, like, it is something that's happening more and more, and it's a great frustration for me.
What is?
Just the whole, like, the machine can't be fixed, you need a new machine thing happening
It's
in town.
been, yeah.
It's happening, like, daily. Somebody shows up and brings me something where oftentimes it's not even that big of a fix. So, it's becoming a greater concern for me because, like I said, I think it reflects poorly on the industry in general. So,
let's talk about a couple of things. I want to share with you an email that I received yesterday, just to prepare you. But
it's the fun stuff.
Yeah, it's totally not the fun stuff. So I got it. It was an important email. Well, let's do the fun stuff first. So did I show you last week that these came in?
Pamela Foster was a first-time winner, too.
Yay! Oh, my God, so exciting.
That was a good one, too.
This came in yesterday. Not yesterday. It came in, what, was it Friday? I was like,
no,
Patrick,
it was like
we're not
Wednesday.
leaving. We're not leaving until we get these all together. Yeah, I was so mean to Patrick, but Patrick wasn't doing it the way I liked it.
Was I helping you, though? I was making spreadsheets, and I was doing
and you know
things.
what? I would tell him I want it this way, and then he would do it his way.
No, I would do it the way that was the fastest for me to do it. And then I'd hand her a solution that she didn't have before I did it that way.
Yeah. And then I had to redo it.
Decide
then I had to redo it. Anyways,
that she didn't like the way I did it.
Okay, so, but these two items, these come from Kimberbell. So these are here. The backing and the fabric come from Maywood Fabrics, and that is not here. And I spoke to somebody again tomorrow, and he said end of February, beginning of March. So that's when.
Traveling. I spoke to.
Oh no, I did speak to him yesterday.
You said I spoke to somebody tomorrow.
Oh man, you can see how this is going to be already. So if you are local and want to come and pick this stuff up and you've ordered it, you can come and grab it. If you're from out of town, it's a little trickier because when you pay for shipping, you're paying for one shipment. So if you want
us to split the shipment, we will do that.
Yeah.
But we'll ask you to make up the difference in the shipping that you pay.
Yes, I hate asking for that, but
we discount product, and it's tough.
We discount product.
Like, because our margins are thin, we need to protect the margins.
Yeah.
So are we talking about protecting the margins? That's a good segue for your other
Oh, okay. And this is cute. Dana Harrison sent me a picture, and it was so adorable. She stitched out, there's a little wall hanging in here. She actually said she did 2 of them. I was like, you did 2 wall hangings? She did 2 wall hangings, and she did 2. So she stitched out the little wall hanging right here. Isn't that adorable? So there are projects, there are things in here that you can get started on before your fabric kit gets here. 2 scoops. I asked about 2 scoops. They said that's all on schedule. It should be out at the end of March. And then that leads me to Cup of Cheer and the letter that I received yesterday from Kimberbell. Due to rising inflation, Kimberbell will be increasing prices next month. Like you, we are saddened by this necessity and are working hard with our suppliers to secure better rates. However, worldwide inflation is projected to continue through the foreseeable future, and we have to adjust accordingly. So our price increases are going to go into effect March 1st. So if there's stuff you want, get it now. On average, things are going to go up by 10%. 2 Scoops bench pillow will remain at its current price through May 15th. However, Cup of Cheer will increase with all other products on March 1st. So I know we did a pre-order. We're going to have to adjust the price. I mean,
we absorbed some of those costs. Like we
try to absorb
we
if
had
we
an
can.
event last month, not an event, but there was something that happened last month where
that's nothing to do with them.
No, I'm just saying like we had a kind of long conversation about it. We just decided we'd absorb the costs. For some of this stuff, we can't do that.
I know, because we're already giving you we
20%.
already do 20% off of any of those pre-orders, and it's just a lot for our margin with the amount of work that goes into getting all that product out. So I just wanted to prepare you and let you know, if there's Kimberbell stuff you want, get it now. If there is, if you did get Cup of Cheer, and I'll try and let you know what those prices are going to be if you decide like it's not something you want to do. I have no idea what's going on with the fabric side. I've gotten notes from fabric manufacturers, and they've increased a little bit with our, there have been some increases, not quite as much as
10%.
Not quite as much as 10%, but there's definitely been increases, and hopefully the kits and all of that will be the same, but there might be might be another $20 or something like that on top of what you've paid. So I just wanted to let you know, and I hate doing it.
We will change messaging on the new website too for some of the stuff like the pre-orders to address the fact that what we're finding in some of this stuff is that our prices aren't static. That sometimes we buy stuff and then we find out later it's more expensive too. Yeah,
and it's been we have a friend that's he's a contractor up at the lake, and basically when he's building a house now, he goes, I don't even write a bid. Because he doesn't know.
It's going to be at least this expensive, and you're either into taking on whatever goes into the finished product, or you're not, or we're not starting the project.
And I hate it. I hate, it is what it is, though. I have some deals. They're going to go up today, so they'll be up for tomorrow, because I have some fun stuff that has come into the store. And I'm looking around to see if there's anything else I need to talk about this second. And I don't think there... Oh, did I? No, I did talk about that. I think that's it. That's all I have to talk about. How about you?
I think we're good.
All right, then. Well, congratulations, Pam Foster and Nuala. That's so exciting. And
so
let's put their names on them. You know what happens?
Nuala, that's Pam.
We do it, and then we forget who won it.
And we're like, we got to go back to the video.
We have to watch the video again. So we'll get those labeled. Have a great day. Be creative. Make something awesome. And we will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.